Today we are going to install the Windshield Skin. It's a windshield protection film. I would liken it to a screen protector for your phone, but for your windshield. So we're gonna get this bad boy installed today. It's a nice DIY kit that comes with almost everything you need to do the installation. The kit includes a 48 by 60 film to protect your windshield. It also has an application tool, a cleaning scraper, cleaning scrub pad, and material cutter, which will be a nice little sharp razor blade so you can go right around the edge of your windshield. Things that you'll need to pick up when you do this install: you need to have a spray bottle lying around, some baby shampoo, distilled water, so that way you have a super clean surface, that way there's no debris coming from the sink water or anything like that, a lint-free cloth, and some isopropylene alcohol. So we're going to clean up the windshield and try to get all this dirt and grime from all of our off-roading and living out in the mountains. We're going to use Grip Clean to take care of this initial phase, the dirtiest part, and then after that we'll use the distilled water mixture that they recommend to clean the windshield and get everything nice and taut. 3-to-1 ratio, isopropylene alcohol to distilled water. So as I'm cleaning this up, about to put on this windshield protector, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but it is an ever so slight little teeny tiny chip. So it's the perfect time to get this on before it gets any worse. So this is our baby shampoo and distilled water mix. It's going to be 2 tablespoons of baby shampoo to the full bottle of water. We're going to peel off the protective film, the side that goes to the windshield. We will be spraying it with the solution, so that way it'll go on nice and easy. Fingertips, you got to hit your fingertips too. It says that in the instructions, so that way you don't stick to the adhesive. Before we put it onto the windshield, we'll also spray the windshield with the same solution, and then we'll put them on top of each other and squeegee it out at that point. All right, doesn't need to be perfect, just lay it down a little. Grab the squeegee that comes with it in the kit. You go up the center and then across. So you want to make a T, I guess. This gives you the points in which you're going to move out from. So what I learned here is I would do this inside of a garage if you have that option. Yeah, garage shade, and then worst case scenario is this one right here. Direct sunlight with a little bit of cloud cover. We have finished installing the windshield skin. As you can tell, it looks pretty damn good. I'm very impressed with how easy it was to do. The hardest part, in my opinion, was cutting it to the proper size of the window, because I have a universal kit. They also make ones that are made and pre-cut specifically for your vehicle. It just happens to be that the Nissan Xterra is a little bit outside of the 10-year period that it seems like they're covering as far as their product goes. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would put this at probably a 5 for skill level to actually install this. You do need to understand how this film works, and so kind of play with it a little bit and figure out what works best for you and how you work and how fast you work. When you're spraying this on, very wet, you want to keep everything wet. Just constantly spray, 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 spray. Keep it wet, 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 wet. When you're squeegeeing it down, you want to keep the surface wet. That's something that's very important that we realized about midway through, is everything needs to be wet. Squeegee surface, inside adhesive surface, the glass, everything. Being that we were in direct sunlight, we had to really be aggressive with the baby distilled water formula to really keep everything moist. So that way you didn't end up with sticking points and pulls on the film. As you can see, it's come out pretty good. I think that I'm super happy with it. I would say that it would probably be a good idea to do the install process indoors if possible, to eliminate any kind of little dust and debris that might get underneath it. We do have a little bit underneath here because we did this outside. But that's the only way we could do it, as we live on the road full time. As a whole, I would recommend window skin as far as the install process goes. We will know better in about a month or so as far as how well and durable it is. Hopefully that it'll last at least a year for us before it gets too banged up and where you'll want to peel it off. Just like a old school kind of screen cover, it's that same film, that stretchy film that we used to put on our cell phones. It's very, very similar to that. I know it's not the same, but it's very similar to that, and it's very similar to that in the install process as well. So if you've done any of those films on a phone in the past, I think you'll be able to handle this project pretty easy.